You got the touch.
Hey, everybody, welcome to More Than Meets Guys on a very sad and special day. We are having a memoriam episode to Peter Cullen. And I'm here with Boo the Excellent Underground.com, Jehu of the Deadly Fist of Kung Fu, and Tom
Oh,
of
Of Tom.
Tom.
Yeah, I'm just here,
You
just
know
a,
what? I don't have a
just a,
title for you. I'm Evan.
just a knockaround guy,
I'm O.
I don't need any of these high-end titles that these fellows have. I'm just a blue-collar Joe, sad that my favorite voice actor is dead, so take that.
That's fair.
you're not
So,
a
yeah.
titled man or a landed
Yeah.
lord.
Yeah,
we
I
all
have no title.
So we all had got kind of the news at the same time today, and I saw it, and I kept thinking like someone's playing a really dumb joke because they do that every so often,
Right.
because he's older. And I'm like, man, I gotta find out. Then someone linked a TMZ thing. I said, why does TMZ have this and no one else yet? And I started seeing more and more people talk about it, and then all of a sudden, there's Jay who texts me. He's like, we got to talk about this tonight.
Right.
Obviously, yeah,
I
Right.
like how this is like our 9/11.
yeah, exactly. No, seriously.
If you're not near a TV, someone's calling you, like, what happened? What?
Well, then Boo sends me messages while I'm at work, like, "Hey, so did you hear what happened?" I said, "Yeah, Jehu just got a hold of me. We're gonna do this tonight." He's like, "Okay, good. I was gonna tell you that." Like, yeah, we're kicking all Exo Squad down the to the next week because this is
No
more
Peter
important.
Cullen in that.
No, there's no Peter Cullen to that. Yeah,
Robbie
Yeah.
Benson's
Good idea.
doing fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, whew.
I'd said to a friend, man, this is a bad three. Dolly, Tim Curry, and Peter Cullen. And he
Yeah.
pointed out, it's like, man, that's just the three like right now. We also lost
Mhm.
Frank Beard and Hayden Panettiere in the
Yep.
recent past.
Screaming
also-
Mad George also.
Screaming
So
at
what?
George.
Screaming Mad George.
And this
Is that
one
a wrestler?
This
No,
one
he's
will
a
only
special
bother
effects
you
guy.
if you're worried about the size of your prostate. But J.P. Morgan, not the banker, the Gong Show panelist, died.
Oh
this
yeah.
year.
Oh, wow.
Aw. I remember her.
And I think somebody from Exo Squad died this year, passed away this year.
Yes.
Yeah,
Brodsky.
Brodsky died.
Yes, Brandon Brodsky. Is it Thompson? No.
Well, you're in the Matrix. Yes, Bronsky's voice actor died. Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna make.
Probably know his
We're
name.
losing you, Tom. We're losing you.
Cut this out.
You've got a tremolo effect on there.
I got scared.
There you go.
But no,
He's very verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, everybody's dying. I'm going on living. Oh, Michael Donovan. That's who.
Michael
Excuse me,
Donovan,
Michael
thank you.
Donovan.
Yeah.
He also did a voice in Transformers Prime, right? He was he Dreadwind?
No.
Is that the
No.
same? You know what? this feels like we may be going into a disrespectful
Well-
area. Like, was that guy? I don't know. But no, wasn't Dreadwind wasn't that Sobolov?
No, maybe it's David Sobolov. You're right. I'm sorry. Their voices are very similar. I got them confused
I
a
thought
lot.
he did he do Wheeljack?
No. Well, on the show, yeah.
Listen,
Maybe,
let's
yeah.
focus on what's important. Peter Cullen.
Anyways,
Peter
yeah.
Cullen.
You guys are,
Right.
So
you guys are
like,
getting off.
Tony Buchanan actually kind of went to bat for the show here. He wanted to help out. He got some pictures of some of the fans around, longtime fans around the fandom,
Oh, it's
who
James
who
Bourne.
were able to meet Peter Cullen. I was actually never able to. I never got to meet him, which I'll never be able to. He's going to be
Right.
there with Leonard Cohen
Well,
for me.
yeah.
So
At least not till all are one.
there you go, right? And so yeah, so he was able to get some of the people we would know in the fandom for a long time, have their pictures with Peter Cullen, and to kind of celebrate the moment instead of being sad, celebrate it.
Right.
Yeah.
This is kind of what we want to do tonight: is celebrate, what he did and what he meant to the fandom and us.
Yeah.
No reason to be a gloomy Gus.
Right, exactly. So yeah, honestly, with this, I
That
was
was a nice
kind of-
rhyme, Tom. Thank you.
I was okay until Tony Buchanan shared with me at Entertainment Tonight, did like a 4-minute clip about Peter Cullen. I was kind of surprised, but then again, he had a long career though. Did
Yeah.
a lot. He touched a lot. He was on the Sonny and Cher show. He was
Doing
Yeah,
what?
I mean,
Singing?
he's one of the backup singer guys. They do bits and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was before he, he did, of course, theater and stuff, but before he went into being voice acting, he did that. But yeah, I was kind of holding it together all day long until I saw that and just hear him talking. It just kind of got to me a bit. So, it's nothing else like it, man.
I don't want to be like the Great Cloud, but he did. I forget what it was. I think it was Transformers. Not Transformers One, the movie, but they did some kind of weird. Like they redubbed some of the G1 episodes a couple of months ago, or I think like they did like a live read or something, and like they put them over the animation, and intermixed with it, there was a bunch of interviews with like who's the guy who did Bumblebee? Dan Silvan?
And Gilvezan?
Gilvezan,
Yeah, it's something like that. I'm good for this. And a bunch of those Grimlock, all the other guys, and of course Peter Cullen and Frank Welker got like the center stage
Right.
to do all this, and like Frank Welker is still full of energy, but with Peter Cullen, you kind of saw like he was a little tired. He seemed
Right.
a little like I don't want to say checked out. That's not the way to put it, but like he it looked like a guy who was looking at something. Something might have been coming. Like it,
Right.
he mentioned. I think no, I mentioned this to my friend Billy. He mentioned his brother Larry.
Yeah.
I presume Cullen.
Right.
Yeah.
Who I think went to Vietnam and had like a bunch of PTSD issues.
Mm-hmm.
And like he loved his brother, and he cried during the interview. Like he like choked up and like it looked like Frank Welker didn't know what to do. So he's like, boy, that's crazy. Like it was like when you see your friend,
Right.
like cry, you're just like, yeah, bug up, we're gonna be fine. Let's get some cigarettes. You're
Right.
like, what? And I just remember seeing that and being like, someone should check in on Peter like every couple days.
Well,
I don't know if I like this.
Yeah,
I don't know if I like
actually,
this like man reflecting on it. You know what it reminded me of? Remember Saving Private Ryan at the end where he's like, tell me I was a good man. Tell me I
Right.
lived a good life.
Right.
And you're like, no, you did, I swear. What you cry? Like seeing Peter Cullen cry was like, oh my God. Jeez. And one of his like most famous Optimus Prime related lines comes from his brother Larry, because his brother Larry said, oh, God, if one of you guys know it better than me, say it, but it's something like if you're because he was talking about portraying characters on TV or doing voice acting, and he says like if you're gonna be a hero, be strong enough to be yes, that perfect. Say it again.
Enough to be gentle.
Yes, yeah, and that really is like Optimus Prime.
It kind of
Like,
kind of encapsulated Peter Cullen, honestly.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, frankly, yeah. I mean,
he wasn't a big man.
I don't want to like make it like this man's job just was distilled into. I mean, this man's life was distilled into one thing and one character, Optimus Prime. But I mean, it's what he's known for. It wouldn't be a an insult to say they're tied together.
Right.
How many times?
I don't think it really bothered him that he's mostly known for that.
No,
I do think
like the times that he wasn't Optimus Prime, I think like not only all of us, but him too was probably like, hey, I'm standing right here. Boo will remember maybe better than you will, Jehu. But like we were furious when Optimus Primal wasn't Peter Cullen again. Like we were like, boo this show, get it away from us. Like, am I right or am I wrong? That was like,
thing. Well,
totally.
I was kind of down on Beast Wars anyway because of the mini comic that came with the first toys. But
okay, the bat and the alligator.
Yeah, and it was just a bad story. But the show actually won me over. I was okay with it, but I was kind of hoping they'd have someone from the original show on there. But I was looking at like Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Right.
Eventually, I did too. I did too. But like for the first season, it was like, this is good, I guess. Like, this is fine.
Yeah.
The toys were what was cool because you were like, oh, they can actually move now. Like they have like ball joints. These are the best toys ever. Finally, Transformers has made it. I mean, we didn't care that they turned like wombats and Tasmanian devils. So like, fine.
It's a wombat.
No,
but no. The thing is, They were.
Should have been.
We were kind of like upset for the years that
Should've
they didn't want to bring back, Peter Cullen
G1
and
at
Frank
all, yeah.
Welker.
When did he cut? Was it Armada? Was that like when he like came back?
No.
back?
It wasn't him.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it
Until,
really wasn't until the
Bay
movies, right?
The
Maybe
Bay
it was
movies.
the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
maybe.
then
That
Transformers
feels right.
Prime.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, the Bay
Because
movies.
we had Gary Chalk all the way through, and then David Kay in animated.
David Kay. Yep.
And
That's right.
Neil
Wow.
Kaplan in Robots in Disguise.
Yep.
Tell me we don't do what is.
It's funny naming off all these voice actors. I really think that Peter Cullen finding out he was the voice of Optimus Prime and Eeyore was kind of like this Rosetta Stone of like for geeks decoding voice actors.
Well, dude,
if this guy is also this guy, then now I hear that guy was also this guy.
Well,
and that sort of thing.
Let's talk a little bit about what else he was, though.
Oh, he was Venger on the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon.
Yep.
Venger.
That's right. Yeah.
He was Monterey Jack on Rescue Rangers.
Yes.
Yeah. And of course, Eeyore. He was Carr, Karr on the newer Knight Rider.
Oh, yeah, from Knight Rider. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
The Predator.
Yeah, he was Predator. He was several of the Mogwai gremlins. So
wait, like the Predator from Predator?
Yes, he was that clicking noise was him.
That was him.
Yeah.
Baloo from Tailspin.
Yeah.
Oh man, I never thought of that, but right now I can hear it in my head.
Yeah, 100%. Once you think about it, like, that's Ironhide. I mean, Baloo. Yes,
right.
Of course, he was. Of course, he was other voices in Transformers like Ironhide.
Yeah.
I mean, God, what he played one of the Scooby Doo's. Scooby Doo, where are you?
He was Xandar on G.I. Joe.
Oh God, he was. That's right.
Right.
The least speaky Dreadnought. Good, cool.
Right.
Yes.
He had one line in the movie.
Right.
The Batman from the Batman 2004 series.
Oh, he had to have done a lot of things in the Batman.
I mean, he was a cerebral computer in the X-Men animated series.
Right.
He was Professor X in X-Men Evolution.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He was Piran on Voltron.
Yes.
Voltron. Yeah.
He was the voice of Toonami, the narrator.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
it's funny.
Dude,
like
he got a second life for a lot of us fans doing that because, like, oh my God, I know this voice.
Right.
And like it's the same. Like, okay, so with Toonami, when you heard, I was like a teenager when Toonami came out. When you heard that voice, you were like, like, wait a minute, I know you.
Like, is that you or is that a guy doing you? And it turns out it was you.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, remember, he did the intro for Voltron, right?
Right.
Yes.
That's him, and that's I think that was before Optimus. I think. We can check when Voltron came.
He's around the same time.
They're like right on top of each other.
Right on top. And like the thing is, it's like you're almost surprised to hear him. You're like, "What are you doing here?"
Right.
You're not in the. You're not even in the show.
Right.
You're just like doing the
silly goose.
Yeah, you're like, did you not impress the Voltron staff? Like, what happened? Like, yeah. But whenever you hear it, you're like, cool. Here we go, Voltron. Right, got it.
You know the King Kong from '77 had Jeff Bridges and Jessica Lange in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was King Kong.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
The best King Kong, in my opinion.
In fact, he said he really heard his voice doing all the Kong screams.
In my own head canon, that movie's a prequel to The Big Lebowski. That's how Jeff Bridges is able to afford that apartment. He has a stipend from whatever settlement he got
those Kong
from
dollars.
going through the King Kong situation.
I think it's more important that in your version of Big Lebowski, there was a giant gorilla at one point.
Yeah, 100%. You would think people would bring it up more.
I feel like we're robbed that the gorilla didn't show up for Big Lebowski.
You know what? It's hinted at. It's like alluded. It's alluded to.
It's the elephant in the room.
Yeah, that's why. What was Steve Buscemi's character? It's like Jimmy or Davy. It was so stupid.
Donnie.
Yeah.
Shut the Smurf up, Donnie.
That's why Donnie had a heart condition. He was, he got scared by King Kong, by Peter Cullen's King Kong.
And so
we're disseminating your ashes, but we assume might as very well be your witches. What a movie!
That was my favorite scenes in that movie, though. We throwing out the gases. They
it
get
just
back in
comes. Yeah, the wind takes it.
To go kind of where he started, though, he was the announcer on the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour.
No kidding.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And the Bobby Gentry Show.
What's this?
I
mean, Smothers Brothers very culturally relevant. You know, that was a big deal.
I think I have to YouTube some of these ones.
I love this. This is broken down by the years he did stuff. He also was on a kids show, and I cannot remember the name of it. It was on the Entertainment Tonight clip. That was his first thing. But yeah, man, he was Scooby Doo, Scrappy Doo, the Quickie Koala Show. He played Bristle.
Wait, he did Scrappy Doo?
He didn't do Scrappy Doo, but he was on the show doing voices on. Additional
voices. I'm just saying, let's leave that one to the side.
He did additional voice on the Smurfs. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. He was Dr. Bruce Banner / Hulk and Mysterio, and also the Red Skull.
Yeah.
Yeah, God.
Well, that one left crickets.
Well,
we don't talk about the Red Skull, all right?
Yeah.
It was Sourpuss on Pac-Man.
Don't necessarily want to applaud that one. Like, sweet.
I mean, he was in a lot of stuff, man.
I mean, we all love Nazis, don't we?
Well, you know, I mean,
someone's got to do it, right? Like, we can't be like, no, we can't.
No, you got to realize how important it is, because Red Skull was the first Nazi that Spider-Man punched.
That's true.
Yeah,
which he's done more of lately,
right? And see, he's just continuing the good work.
To be fair, Red Skull's the first Nazi a lot of people have punched,
right?
You almost feel like maybe he was into it. Like he got into the Nazism mostly for the getting
like that. All the punches.
Well, the Germans are known for their weird fetishes, so
yeah.
So also he did in the Saturday Supercade. Do you remember that? Like Saturday Supercade. It was all
definitely.
He was Mario.
I was or something. Yeah.
Yeah, in the Donkey Kong cartoon.
Yep. Yeah. Also in Voltron: The Defender of the Universe, he was Koran. He was King Alfor, and he did the narration.
Right.
Yeah.
I think like King Alpha was like dead, right? Like he wasn't like in the show regularly. It was Princess Allura was like the big.
Yeah, but they would have like, things flashbacks. Like like my daughter.
Right.
The thing like I never really watched Voltron a lot as a kid, but I like discovering many years later that it was one of the most grotesque animes ever.
Oh yeah, you see the Japanese version. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just innocent civilians are being gored in like giant pots, and you're like, I didn't see this. I didn't see this when Hagar the witch was casting spells on people.
Yeah. So those Robies were more meat than metal.
Yeah, they tear people apart. You're like, oh, geez, Louise.
He was in the Ghostbusters, like the Filmation Ghostbusters. He was Eddie Spencer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the goofy guy with the airborne hat on, and kind of the goofy sidekick guy.
Oh yeah.
The other Ghostbusters.
Right.
Yeah. The Filmation Ghostbusters, yeah.
Exactly. Those Ghostbusters.
God, there's a lot. He was Captain Crabnasty and
wait, hold on. Can we just I want to appreciate God, there's a lot for Peter Cullen. Yeah. One of the most renowned voice actors of our time. Man, he could have taken a break anytime. There's a lot here.
But how do you take a break when you get offered Captain Crabnasty?
Right?
Yep. From My Little Pony.
Do you think like he called his family up, like, kids, we're going to Walt Disney World this year. I got Captain Crabnasty.
Yeah.
Well, you know who else he did on G.I. Joe, right? He was Airborne.
Yep.
He was also Nemesis Enforcer. So all those grunts and groans and growls, that was Nemesis. Of course, that was Peter Cullen.
Cullen, if you Peter Cullen didn't do a lot of voices on G.I. Joe, like Chris Latta.
Right.
Who's the guy who does Duke?
Michael Bell.
Michael Bell was big on G.I. Joe. But I don't think Peter Cullen had like a lot of...
fan? I'm sorry.
I am, but what I'm saying, like, Peter Cullen didn't have a lot of... Like, he wasn't like Hawk. He wasn't Cobra Commander. He wasn't Destro.
Nah, he was busy with Transformers, man.
Yeah, like when you're it's like when you're the champ. Yeah, you don't go like to every fish fry in town and be like, cut me a little bit, and I'll say this fried fish is the best. You don't need that. He didn't. Right. He was Optimus Prime. He didn't need it.
Right.
Like everyone's like he would do what, like Bombshell or something. He'd be like, how about this little something extra for you?
He was Prowl and Scrapper. I mean, Michael Bell did a lot of voices on there.
Yeah, Bell did was Scrapper. You're right.
Brainstorm. Like he's pretty heavy in there.
Like Airborne. Yeah, no. Again, no offense to Peter Cullen, naturally, it's his day. But yeah, Airborne. Like most of I think like there were a lot of GI Joes that were like just popped in, and be like, I'll take care of that, and then you never see them again. You're like, all right.
But Airborne had a cool outfit though.
Yeah,
he did have a cool. By the way, that's what all his boys were looking for in 1986. Cool outfit.
Cool outfit. Hey, that's why I liked sci-fi.
Yeah, you know what? As I said, I was like, we did really judge them by their outfits. What else did we have? Like, yeah, you're cool.
Right. I mean, people didn't buy a Shipwreck for his outfit. That was all attitude, but there were a lot of other, like Destro, that was a lot of outfit.
That was a lot of outfit. We did love open shirt looks in the 80s.
Golly,
that was kind of a carryover from the 70s, really.
Whatever.
There was like 13.
Stop embarrassing me on Peter Cullen Day.
Right?
The 13 games he's part of, like most of those are all Transformers games too.
Yeah.
It's got to be. Well,
I didn't know he did the Masked Singer in 2024.
He did what?
He did as Optimus Prime's voice in the Masked Singer, the show.
Really?
Nice.
The episode is called Transformers Night. One of the last big things he did though, as far as is currently going on is Invincible as Thaddeus.
Yeah, Thetis.
Yeah.
It was Thetis. I'm sorry, Thetis. God, I read it and I knew the name. Yes, Thetis.
And not to say, fortunately, spoilers. Thaddeus won't be Thaddeus. Gosh, Thaddeus. You see what you did to me? Thaddeus won't be appearing in the next season, so it kind of works out in a way that
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about replacing Mr. Cullen for that one. His character went his way.
He actually, I gotta say, his voice is one of the voices that that kind of always got to me, man. So the Michael Bay movies, I know, Jehu, on your the other podcast you do, Real Phonies, y'all rate movies better or worse than Transformers, being the 2007 Transformers movie.
Correct. Yes.
That's a great metric.
Yeah,
right?
This actually works really well.
I mean, the idea is that it's the horizon. Anything better than it is good, and anything worse than it is bad.
Is there something that's worse than it? Is that happens?
Oh yeah.
There's lots.
Okay.
Well, first of all, there's like 3
movies?
or 4 other Michael Bay movies.
Yeah, exactly. I will say though, Dark of the Moon, dude, there's a scene in there which is very un-Optimus Prime like, or things are going badly in Chicago, and he says, "We'll kill them all." I'm like, oh, I get chills every time I hear it. I'm like, yeah, kill them all, Optimus Prime. But it's very Optimus Prime, not like,
right.
But hearing the timbre,
I don't know.
voice,
I think it shows how far they pushed Optimus Prime.
Right.
They're like, okay,
maybe
we're
that's what it
done.
is.
We're absolutely done.
Yeah. But there's something about the timbre to his voice, the Optimus Prime voice. Like, I don't. People
I thought
really.
I thought we were being gentle. What happened here? What?
What?
Oh, he's talking about be strong enough to be gentle.
Be strong enough to be gentle.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's why he seemed very
or murder them all. Whatever,
Well, it was the point he was like, like you said, being pushed back in a corner. He had no choice. You can't just be nice anymore.
You know how you avoid stuff like that?
What's that?
You write it in a different way. These aren't things that just happen.
Like
it's not reality. No. Like if you're like let's say the Michael Bay movies, hypothetically, if they had a person who was writing like a format of dialogue and action that you would refer to as a script, you could. I know that didn't happen in these films, but let's say that person was there.
Right.
You could feasibly be like, oh, Optimus chooses to do this instead of threaten to murder everyone. Like that. Okay, I'm just saying, like, that's on the table. Kill them all. By the way, when the giant Constructicon that he blew its head off when it was like, when it had no way to defend itself. So, but no, we're not. See, you almost got me. You almost got me to criticize. Like, you made me think of the Michael Bay movies, and that came out. But no, Peter Cullen, God bless him.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe the difference between original Peter Cullen and Michael Bay Peter Cullen, which I don't know your guys' family backgrounds very much, but I was a person who did not have a dad. And, I didn't think as a kid that affected me very much. But looking back on it, totally, Optimus Prime was my space robot dad.
Yeah, 100%.
That's that. And he's what
healthy.
you wish your dad was about. You want your dad to make, innocuous booby jokes and, pal around with
booby trapper
Bumblebee
boobies.
Compute fast.
Michael Bay Optimus Prime is what your dad is really like.
Yeah.
He's angry all the time. He's just over it. He's one bad day away from murdering everybody. So, let's cut him some slack.
Let me only killing the bad guys. It's not like he just killed the good guys too or something.
Let me reiterate a line he put into The Rise of the Beast. You brought a human here? How dare you?
Like Michael Bay Transformers and Optimus Prime specifically is a lot like, I think, the first time our hero is now an old man and defeated trope came to be, but we didn't realize it because he was like, he's a robot. I can't really tell. But it's the same thing they did with Luke Skywalker or Hal Jordan now on the Green Lantern shows. Like, I'm just a wash-up old son of a bitch, and nobody cares what I think. Anyway,
I wish Luke Skywalker would have just waded through what is it? I forgot what the name of the bad guys.
AT Gorilla Tees or whatever.
The younglings. Oh, that was sorry.
No, we don't.
We're talking about that's his
the
dad.
Simple bad guys. The first something or another.
First order. Yeah.
First order. Yeah. See, if he waded through them like Optimus did, like through Chicago, that would have been sweet. That's what we wanted to see Luke Skywalker do.
Right.
That's great. That's the impression that those movies left on us. The main enemy force were like, I don't know, the first McGoogles, whatever they were.
Right.
I mean, there was a Weasley in charge of them.
I'm not critiquing you. I'm saying, like, that's hilarious that those movies on four nerd people, I would say, I'll include myself among you. That we were all like, yeah, I guess were they the Empire? No, they were something else, right? Like
you had one of Weasley's brothers, you had Adam Driver, and then a bad ET puppet in charge of.
Right. I do think Force Awakens was a great movie experience.
It's because we were starved. We were starved for Star Wars.
But the build up to it and the excitement and, talking to other geeks about it, it was a good experience. And I think the end is a good choose your own adventure. I just don't know if they chose the right adventures.
They did not.
Well, Force Awakens was fun. I'll give you that.
So that's kind of like
fun having it spoiled for us, right, Evan?
Yeah, exactly. So, but that kind of leads us back to I don't know if you guys remember this so much, the build up for the 2007 movie.
Oh, definitely.
Oh my God, there was so much. They were like dropping clips there on like the Super Bowl and stuff. It was just like everywhere. Like there was this huge build up. Transformers at that time, you got to remember of course, I know Boo, you remember quite well. So back in the 90s, it was just kind of floundering. G2 came out, it was just rehashing, and you had a comic book, and we didn't know how it was going to go. Then of course you had Beast Wars. Peter Cullen didn't really return for a long, long time.
Right.
And then we still had Optimus Prime in different ways, I don't have all my Optimus Primes behind me, but there's not enough room up there. I didn't take everything down. But there's so many Optimus Primes along the way. So when he returned in 2007, it was impactful.
Right.
It was almost 20 years that we went without Optimus Prime.
Yeah. And like I said at the start,
at least without Peter Cullen's Optimus Prime.
Every time there was a new Transformers series, it was a point of contention. Like, why don't you guys just get Peter Cullen back? What's he doing today? Like, no offense, but it's like I'm pretty sure he has a slightly open schedule unless he's doing like a Buick commercial.
Well, even as the fans, we had to fight to get him in the Bay movies. Like there was a huge campaign. Yeah. They were talking about like casting Tom Hanks or something. They wanted a big name.
I remember Clooney was a big contender too.
Yeah.
Who was the producer that we all hated? It's like Di Bonaventura, is it? No,
it wasn't him.
It's an Italian or a Spanish name. Like it was a
Spanish guy. What was his name?
He hated the fans, and we hated him. He was like the new Bob Scar for us. We were like, oh, we can't get enough of hating you.
Have I ever told you guys about my experience with the 2007 movie?
No, please do.
Tell us
So
right
I had,
right now.
I had worked in movie theaters for about 10 years,
All right.
got out
Stop
for about
bragging. We won't
2 years, and then went back. And
you sound like a Marine.
I mean, me and some of my friends do call it the life. If you haven't worked in a movie theater for a long time, you can't understand what working in a movie theater is like.
You've got
It's different than any other job.
You've got a Regal 19 tattoo on your forearm.
So I had when I went back in, I'd been a manager before, but I went back in as a projectionist. So it was really the first big movie that hit after I came back. And I remember I had to watch it one night by myself for quality control. And I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't want to ever see this again. But then the next night, I got done with all my stuff pretty early. So I sat in a sold out show with it with people. And I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I can't wait to watch this. Basically, it made me believe in the psychological property of mob rules because that was
going to say
to be watched with people.
I'm like, Jay, I don't think that was the story you wanted it to be. That was like that felt scary in a way.
Right? Like, no, 100%. That was me picking up the pitchfork.
It's like the end of 1984, where like John, Winston Smith was it? Winston Smith is like, I love the state now. The state is great.
Right?
I was like no,
no, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying before that movie, I did not believe in mob rule, and now I do.
Well, that's
a terrible way to end this podcast.
Oh, Tom DeSanto was the name we were looking for. Tom DeSanto.
Tom DeSanto. That's right.
And he was like, he was with several of the movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like, he hated anything fans wanted. Like, it's almost the opposite of like the MCU, where they're like, sure, if you guys like Riri, whatever, we'll put her in, I guess. I don't know. I don't care.
And that's kind of the thing about
Riri Williams. That's it.
Well, and I know Boo, you'll back me up here. I don't know if Tom. I don't know if you went to any BotCons or anything, Tom.
I've been to a few.
Okay, so really, to me, what made I was good friends with still am good friends with the fan through my teenage years and stuff. And then I went to BotCon because we were like, let's all go. Be kind of fun. It'd be a kind of a lark to go rent a car and drive to St. Paul, Minnesota, and see these people. And we got there. I'm like, oh, this is cool. There's lots of other fans, and they're really passionate. This is, it's kind of like, sometimes you're like kind of cringe about it. Then like, you know what? Get off my high horse. This is kind of cool. Everyone just. Then you realize when, like, kind of my point I was going to do earlier, when the 2007 movie hit, it became huge again. It became a household name again.
Right.
And then
we were finally vindicated.
Well, yeah. And it became almost like okay, a little more accepted here, and everyone was going like, this is cool again. And then we're like, well, we've been here the entire time, but now we have a community with it. And I think that's one of my favorite things about Transformers as a fandom. And there's exceptions. Some people are kind of toxic with any fandom.
Right.
But I like the
community. At least it's not wrestling fandom.
No, it's not as good as horror movie fans, because apparently they're one of the best fandoms.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as every fandom has schisms, we'll say,
right.
But as a community, for the most part, the Transformers fans, we love the franchise as a whole. Whatever you can like, whatever you like. I don't like some of the stuff, and I've been with it for most of my life.
Right.
But I love the fact. It's funny, like I was telling I told you about this, I think, and I obviously told Boo about it. The other night I was like flipping around through TikTok, and I came across a TikTok live, and there's like 8 or 9 dudes just hanging out talking about Transformers, how much they love it. And I popped in there, and they're like, "Hey, we know you." And like one of the guys listening to the show. I'm like, "That's so cool." It was Primus Productions 25. Right. I go in there and I'm like, it's just kind of cool. And they're like, "What do you want most about, like, what do you love most about Transformers, and what do you want the most?" I said, "I just want a community." Right. That's what it's all about, man. It's plastic junk until you get to the point where it bonds people in a community.
Right.
Like Trekkies are like that too. You have a community. You have very, some people more involved than others. I didn't know we're about to hit 4-year anniversary of this podcast in September. 4 years. And I've it's not a huge community or anything, but I enjoy the community like I've developed here. It's one of the things that makes me the most happy. Dude, Andrew Barfield from Australia listens to us with his kids in the car. And he was like, he emails me every so often. He emailed me the other day. It's like, hey man, I'm so happy to hear, you're doing this and that and the other. He would like love the GoBots episodes that we're doing. And this is before Peter Cullen died, so I'm sure we're gonna hear about this as well. But it's kind of cool having that idea that there's community across the entire world of people just enjoying something like this.
And I mean, there maybe is an argument to be made that they learned to be such a nice community from their space robot dad, Peter Cullen.
That was where I was getting to, man.
Well, I'm sorry I stepped on your punch.
No, please step all over it.
No. Go ahead. Tell the story for him, Jay, who you know better.
Yeah, we want to hear your version.
Yeah. Boo, Evan. Boo.
Optimus Prime is the Captain America of Transformers. He's like the Boy Scout, and you
even
like
red,
him.
white, and blue.
He is. You respect it. You like it. He's Space Daddy. You're right.
Right.
I have a great dad. He didn't replace my dad at all, but it was kind of cool to have a big robot daddy.
Right.
That's a band name right there.
One of the main problems with your dad is he doesn't turn into a truck.
No, he does not.
That's a major flaw, man.
I know. Anyone
you need
else
to workshop that?
Huh? Anyone
you need to workshop that? Just make it happen.
But so yeah, that's one of the things. This whole thing happened today, and like the fact that we all kind of reached out to each other, like, hey, we got to do this, man. This is important because it is. Other voice actors from Transformers have died over the years. Casey Kasem, Jack Angel, Dick Gaudier, who did Rodimus Prime and such. There are so many voice actors who have died. God, why am I blanking on Jazz?
Chris Latta is one for sure.
Chris Latta,
Catman Crothers.
Catman Crothers.
He's one of my favorite parts of watching
Chris
The Shining.
died many years ago.
Yeah.
I love the stories that God, was it Michael Charles Hill or was it Buzz Dixon who talked about how they would come in the booth and like Scatman Crothers would bring his ukulele and he just like sing songs while everyone kind of hung out.
Yeah,
that was cool, man. We're missing a lot of really great people.
Yeah,
but this one I think was the most impactful because he was always there. He even came back from the dead for us.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a crappy time for it to happen. We're right in the middle of the 40th anniversary of the movie.
Yeah. When he dies, when we see the movie in a month, it's going to be even worse, man.
No.
Oh, you know what?
that
they're
movie's
slapping
gonna be
together
packed.
It's going to be
together
packed.
a tribute now. They're like,
quick,
get some Peter Cullen footage in there.
Yeah,
man. They're going to probably have a pre-thing for the movie, like have interviews like they did during the rebroadcasting in the theaters of the first 3 episodes.
So not to get off on a strange tangent, but since we brought up the movie that's being redistributed or the theaters, the runtime because I bought tickets, I had my tickets. I had to find out like if it would end at a time that my nephew was going to go, had another thing to do. So I'm like, okay, I've seen the movie like 900 times. It's like an hour plus. The runtime of this one is 2 hours and a half. What's in there?
They did? They copy and pasted the 2007 Transformers movie runtime.
Finally. It's like when he stitched in Fight Club when he stitched in like little clips of porn into the movies.
Right. Yeah.
He was projecting. There's just gonna be like little pieces of the Michael Bay film, and they're like I don't know why I'm getting upset, but I am.
Yeah.
No, that's what they did there.
Suddenly, I'm hungry for Shia LaBeouf.
No.
Destroyed
you take your holes elsewhere, sir. No.
So I actually got to meet him.
What was that
Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, no, Peter Cullen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant I thought you meant Shia LaBeouf. That's why I didn't respond. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm on board now.
Like if I met Shia LaBeouf, I think I'd just be like, "You were good in that Tank movie with Brad Pitt. That was all right."
And the movie about the Moonshiners. That was a good movie.
Don't. Sorry.
That Tom Hardy. It's a good movie. Can't think of the name of it.
I hope
I didn't meet actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
I hope you're there with me, Jay, when we meet Shia LaBeouf. You're like, I can't remember it, but it was good.
Right.
So yeah, I feel real nice.
Yeah, that guy from the worst Terminator, the one with the giant head.
Was he in the Terminator movies?
No, I'm saying what it was also in this Moonshiner movie. The one that was from Terminator Genesis, who played John Connor in that. Has a huge head.
Yeah,
he does.
And like
I know who you're talking about.
I can call out big heads because my head is huge.
He was in the remake of Pet Cemetery where they
yes, correct.
Yeah,
I can never think of
that guy. They tried so hard to make that guy like a famous actor, but he's such a character actor. He'll never be anything but like, you know, Kyle Reese or whatever. Like, you're like, no, you're not a leading man. I'm sorry. Like for a minute, remember they tried to make the guy from Walking Dead, Lincoln something, Andrew Lincoln.
Yeah.
He was in a couple movies in the 90s or like early
Love
2000s.
Actually?
Love, there you go. That was like the most famous. And like they tried, just didn't work out. And then he shows up on Walking Dead, and people were like, "Why don't they make this guy into an actor?" Like they gave it a
go. Who was the I cannot remember his name. He's great. He's in Starship Troopers. He was in Pet Cemetery 2. Big dude.
Casper Van Dien?
Huh?
Casper Van Dien?
The Kurgan.
Oh, you're talking about Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown.
Yeah,
he was also in
yeah.
Transformers Prime.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's the best Lex Luthor.
Yeah, he's in a lot of He's
so
he did the voice
Shawshank Redemption.
He did the voice of Quintus Prime in Earthspark.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah. Also, but I want to ask you, Colin.
You could have said anything about Earthspark, and none of us would have known, Boo.
Yeah. Now, Earthspark was really good, though.
I watched a bit of it.
Yeah.
Weird Al was Cosmos in that one, right? That was that one.
Yeah. Weird Al's Cosmos.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Boo, you said you met him at one point. I wasn't able to. What was he like in person?
Yeah.
Clancy Brown?
No. Whoever the last guy we talked about. That's who I met. No, I met Peter Cullen at BotCon 2009.
All right, on.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we got to chat a little. I got in the autograph line, but
did he make you hold it?
Hold what?
No.
The Matrix.
The Matrix. Yeah. The Matrix. No, but there was like a little, like, I guess everybody was kind of hanging out at the party afterwards, like down in the lobby or the hotel bar, and he was there, and I got to talk to him, and I told him, we were talking about how he just didn't know how big Transformers was going to be. He's like, it was just a job, I had no clue we'd still be here talking about it. And I said, yeah, you realize you were like the father figure to like 1 million latchkey kids,
right,
in the 80s.
I wonder how that actually made him feel. Like,
he was like really solemn. Was like, yeah, I had no idea I was going to be like that important. And then I told him, I said, you realize with everything you're doing with this voice, which is your brother's voice, he's imitating Larry, he said.
Right. Yeah.
And I said, you essentially made Larry's voice immortal, like in a way your brother is immortal.
Right.
And he teared up, and we shook hands, and we kind of went our separate ways after that. But yeah, he was a really nice, very gracious, friendly, and like I said, we chit-chatted for a little while there. But yeah,
that's cool.
He seems like I never got a chance to meet him, sadly.
He was really sweet.
He seems like just a pleasant dude, like.
Yeah.
I can't imagine him being like the mom from Futurama, where in public he's like super nice, and then he gets back to his apartment like, these goddamn son of robot fans.
Well, it's like I have a friend who is a pain in the ass. I'll say that to begin with.
Is it me?
But he after Pensacon, he ran into Peter Mayhew on the street.
Oh, cool.
And he tried to get into him about how much he loved Chewbacca and all that Chewbacca meant to him and stuff. And his response was, "Let me live my life."
I wouldn't doubt it. I could, yeah. That's why. He.
And to be fair, I say the same thing to this friend. Let me live my life.
Yeah.
I will say. Well, I want to say, like, at the end of this, I'm going to have a little clip of different people who have let me use their photographs of meeting Peter Cullen over the years. So if you wouldn't mind sticking around and see that at the end as well. for you, just so you guys know that.
All right.
Are you going to play it for us?
No, I'm not going to play it for you. I haven't done it yet.
Okay,
You can watch it on just like everybody else on the internet.
Like, oh,
you're breaking the fourth wall.
I didn't know if he was like, guys, I want you to stick around. Like, okay.
No, I don't want you guys to say. I want everyone else to stick around.
You know, in Tom's defense, I thought you were going to show it to us too.
No, I'm not going to show it to you.
Through the
you don't get that.
Magic
you
of
don't
the
get that
Cybernet Space Cube.
Right? Yeah.
You know, I want to have giant hand puppet Optimus Prime from season 5.
I was just about to say, what was that? With wait, was it Tommy?
Tommy Kennedy.
Yes!
Yep.
Yeah, Tommy Kennedy.
Power Master Optimus Prime. All right, Tommy, what happened? So what happened here is we went after the Constructicons. Tell me more, Optimus.
Yeah, and he was still doing the voice for those segments too.
About?
Do you know Jehu?
Do I know what?
You know that
you know what we're talking about?
That piece of lore?
Yeah, you're talking about those little computer framing things on that.
No, we're talking about season 5.
Between like when Transformers ended and what you mentioned, Generation 2, there was this weird like Power Master Prime hosted like clip show, right?
It was reruns.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, right. Yes, I do.
And they had like a puppet of Optimus Prime and this weird little kid who he would be like, "It's time for our adventure this week, boy," and you're like, this is.
Oh yeah, he'd tell Tommy Kennedy stories, and that's what the shows were. Was he was regaling his adventures, and it was a 1-1 scale Optimus Prime head, though.
Yeah, let me tell you about the Ultimate Doom Part 3. You know, like that. Yeah.
How did you get out of
Peter
that,
Cullen doing the voice for this?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that means he worked longer on the show than any other voice actor.
Yes.
Evan, put a clip of that in.
I'll try to find
weirdness.
one. Optimus Prime, how did you make it out of that? That's a terrible, the bomb's about to go off, and I know, Tommy, I know.
Mind your business.
I used Megatron, and
they showed the movie as a 5-parter, and he was like, "Tell me about the time you died." Like they really, that's how it intros. Yeah.
Oh,
let me tell you.
Yeah.
Crazy. This goober got in front of Megatron, so Megatron started blasting. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Evan. I'm sorry.
No.
So someone after it's been, I've seen the movie. Like I said, I've seen the movie 900 times. It's 40 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Just this week, I saw a meme, which is an image people make to like elicit humor or sardonic feelings.
Oh, you youngsters.
Yeah. So it's a picture. There's 2 pictures. And you'll remember this when I reference it. The first one is when Hot Rod discovers that the Autobot shuttle in the film has been taken over by the Decepticons.
Right. I know the exact meme you're talking about.
Shut up, let me do it. He has his hands out and he's firing lasers out of his exhaust ports.
What
exhaust
color?
Tank. What's that?
What color were they?
Oh, I don't think it was orange, but the thing is, he's firing weapons from his wrist. It's part of his body.
Right.
Yeah.
Decepticons. And so, in the next picture, it's a photo of Megatron holding him in a headlock, and his hands are like right where he can just shoot Megatron in the face. And you're like, what? Hey, wait a minute! Yeah, Hot Rod, what the goddamn? You could have saved everybody.
You could have ended this movie in the first act.
Yeah, exactly.
The rest of it could have just been partying.
Or Optimus should have just been like, nobody else talk about this.
Right. Optimus was a sharpshooter. He could have shot around Hot Rod. Megatron was still wide open.
There's like the Transformers official TikTok has been sharing things like, what the movie could have been, is like showing Optimus Prime going to pick up his gun and just shoots Megatron and he falls down. And
that's the official?
Yeah. They're having fun with the movie.
It's just like the end. It just clips roll.
Yeah,
they did. They ran right to the credits after that. Like he shoots Megatron. It shows Megatron falling off the edge of the cliff there, and then that's it. That's the end of the movie.
I think a good example of how quickly this took on him passing took on like a cultural life. I went to make my Instagram post about it like many dorks did. And I hadn't even searched it, man. When I just clicked on the music link, Dare was the first song up there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It's funny. The death of Optimus Prime was one of my recommended YouTube videos right away. I was like, I didn't even type anything. Like, how do you know me that well?
Right.
I'm kind of conflicted.
You, Tom.
Because I want to do that. I'm going to do that little memoriam at the end with the different people, has pictures of meeting him. I feel like almost like it's in kind of bad taste to have Death of Optimus Prime, but it's true. I don't know what to do there, man. I'm kind of conflicted. Like,
I would
should
do
I
the
do
touch,
Dare?
man. Do the touch.
Do the touch or Dare. Keep it upbeat.
The touch.
Yeah. So
Done.
like here's the funny thing that happens whenever anybody passes away. You're almost if you have half a brain, I'm
out.
Yeah,
I have that. I have that too. I was just going through my CDs today. Shoot. But if you have half a brain, you know that a lot of the what we'll say memorials to someone passing are in bad taste.
Right. Yeah.
And the GI Joe community has a version of this. Every 4th of July, these people will put their GI Joes together and be like, they'll put the toys in like a little salute, and it's like in memory of the fallen. You're like, I don't think this is the best way to memorialize these heroes, gentlemen. And in a way, like just today on Facebook, naturally, I saw, I don't even know where the guy got this from. It's pretty impressive, to be fair. A bunch of like Transformers toys saluting a little gravestone. And I was like,
that's all the same thing.
I'm sure in some way this affected you very deeply to take the time to do this, but there are times we just keep things to ourselves.
Right.
I was thinking about the
don't cry out loud. Just keep it inside.
Right. I remember thinking about the time that Robot Chicken did the thing with Optimus Prime dying, he transformed into a Roby's coffin.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, we're all gonna have our things, and it took a thing for me all day to really kind of grasp it, because, like you said, Jehu, he's Space Daddy. You don't realize how much you miss the voice until you hear. And when that Entertainment Tonight clip I watched earlier hit me when he's doing the voice, I'm like, man, God, yeah, I'm okay. Right. Well, come back. Optimus Prime always comes back.
And it's like what Tom was saying earlier before the show. It's amazing that he got to be like a household name, because if this had happened before the Michael Bay movies, it'd been like, oh, okay, yeah, this cartoon guy passed away. But now it's like everyone's like, no, Optimus Prime died today.
Yeah, and it had a transitive property in a way where, like, people who watch Invincible didn't necessarily watch Transformers,
right?
But they know Peter Cullen's voice from Transformers because they all saw the Smurfin movies, and so it's like, oh, dude, it's that dude. It's like, oh, it's Optimus.
Yeah,
which is really charming in itself here, because you don't have to know. I said this before to someone, like, you don't have to know all the lore to understand the spirit of a thing. Mm-hmm. Like you don't have to own every Metallica soundtrack to be like, I like Metallica.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You just be like, I like the sound they make, and it's fun.
Right. You only have to own the first 4. That's
well, sure. Yes.
Yep. No,
or none like me.
We're good. That's all you have to say.
But just that his voice triggers something in people. They're like, oh, that voice, like, I know that.
Right.
It's like Scatman Carruthers. Like, if you hear him do anything, you're like, hey,
that's Hong Kong Phooey.
That's the guy from The Shining. You've got that shine, don't you, boy?
Hong Kong Phooey.
That's a janitor from Zapped.
I don't know if that's the way he wants to be remembered.
My dear wife, a couple years ago on Valentine's Day, made me some great little Transformers Valentines, and made me a Optimus Prime with little hearts on, instead of Autobot symbols on his arms, for the thing to keep all the Valentines in. It was really endearing. Yeah, she made it and took markers and did it all, and took cardboard and made it. It's kind of the fun thing. She knew how to make me oh, that's sweet. Things like that.
I've meant to ask you about that back there many times.
It's got a bunch of Valentines involving different Transformers characters in there. They're hilarious. But yeah,
it's like one big slash fic in there.
It is
I was
very
gonna
much
say,
one big slash fic in there.
Going by the hearts on the shoulder, I just thought that was something that we shouldn't ask about. Like I was like,
it was a very sweet gesture by my wife.
All right,
make me very impressed on a Valentine's Day. I always love it. That's why it's always in the background because she made this for me.
She made him wear the talking helmet that night.
She always makes me wear the talking helmet. I don't know why.
Maybe she just doesn't enjoy your face.
It's funny whenever they have stuff like that, like changes your voice. Like it's not doesn't turn me into Peter Cullen. This is garbage. Right. It just rasterizes my voice. Boo, boo.
Yeah, but
at least the fighting Hulk hands make me feel like the Hulk.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today we lost the best known voice for the best known Transformer.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And I think we discussed it within the show, but not to steal Peter Cullen's thunder, obviously, but Tim Curry, big loss there too.
Yeah.
I like
Dolly.
I'm very fond of Peter Cullen's work, but Tim Curry's like kind of different because we see him in person a lot more. I think maybe
right.
Like you see him Three Musketeers. He was the evil
Cardinal Richelieu.
Cardinal. What's that?
Cardinal Richelieu.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. He was in the Muppet Pirate movie. And my personal favorite, he was Skullmaster in Mighty Max.
Yeah.
Which, here's the funny thing about Tim Curry is that no matter what job you gave him, he was like, I'm going to do a 10 out of 10 on this.
Right.
And like you are not getting less than 9. It was like they were and I didn't know this. I didn't know he did this, but there was a Peter Pan cartoon.
Oh yeah.
In I guess the 80s or 90s, animated by Japan, looks beautiful. And he's in it. He's Hook. And he's doing Tim Curry. Tim Curry, you hire Tim Curry, you want Tim Curry. You're not like, do a French accent. You're like, nope, you're getting Tim Curry. And you just like appreciate him so much. You're like, we didn't know what we had, did we?
They work together, right?
On what?
Oh, and what?
Rescue Bots. Peter Cullen obviously was Optimus Prime, but Tim Curry was Dr. Morocco. He was like the evil scientist who was like going after the Rescue Bots.
Dr. Morocco. Okay, good.
Yeah.
What? Good.
It was a 10 out of 10.
I'm glad they both got work.
Yeah.
There's something to be said though. This week they always go in threes, and like they say, and like we lost Dolly. The next day we lost Tim Curry, and then we lost Peter Cullen, and each one of them were genuinely nice human beings.
Yeah.
Dolly, of course, she's amazing. She could have been a billionaire, but she chose to donate everything away to help people. And Tim Curry, I saw an old interview with him, and there's I can't remember who it was, like Katie Couric, whatever. She's like, I click this and this, and like it's really hard to be a fan of yours. You have so much stuff. He's like, yeah, I know, it is. I'm sorry, and it was just really like down. Right. It's not Tim Curry we see on the screen. The Tim Curry he actually was very nice and soft spoken. And then you have Peter Cullen, who's Optimus Prime, and he's just a sweet, nice guy. These are all good people. And we're the whole world's, lesser from their passing, but at least we had them when we did.
I'm gonna kick Katie Couric's ass for making Tim Curry feel bad.
I gotta believe every time you do stuff.
And by
the
way, just to be clear, that's a threat. Okay,
it might not be for you, Couric.
I'm coming for you. The next time you live stream your what was it? What butt procedure did she have?
The colonoscopy?
Yeah, she had a colonoscopy. Yeah.
Did she?
Yeah. Live stream. The next time she's doing that, while her guard's down, then you go kick her ass.
I'm gonna run it like a WWE bit. I'm gonna be like, just start.
That's why they measure poop weight in Couric's.
I think it was Stone Cold who like just beat the crap out of Vince's leg when it was broken that time in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like, that's famous video.
I forgot about South Park.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm coming for you, Katie. I'm not kidding. All right, so just Evan has approved it. He said,
"No, I didn't approve anything."
The podcast endorses it. So watch your back. All right.
This is not endorsed by me or the show.
You and your, I'm gonna say, beard of a husband, wherever he is. I'm coming. All right. Well, now who's breaking news?
This guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
and so
yeah, that means we lost Pennywise and the Predator within days of each other.
We did.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We watched the miniseries It last night because of the passing. So I guess I know what I'm putting on tonight.
Working 9 to 5.
9 to 5. Yeah, 9 to 5. You gotta watch 9 to 5 first.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Well, you know the funny thing, like here's the funny thing, and like I don't want to be the guy who's like, it didn't affect me that much, but I'm just gonna say, Dolly Parton is outside of my generation. You know,
Right.
I know her more as like a character than as a person in a way. Like, who's that guy that you guys mentioned a couple episodes ago who was in like Looney Tunes? Peter Lorre, I think it was.
Yeah, Peter Lorre.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know Peter Lorre as an actor or as a performer. I know him like through Looney Tunes, where it's like, oh, this is Peter Lorre being Peter Lorre. We're like making fun of him almost.
What's Casablanca, dude?
What I'm saying, what I'm trying to get at is my experience with Dolly Parton was through the Orville. And, she features on like 2 episodes where she portrays herself as a holodeck style character. That's not style character. She's a holodeck version of Dolly Parton.
Right.
Because these aliens, the Mocklins, it's not important to get into it. So like, 20 minutes.
She's the Vic Fontaine of the Orville.
Good. Okay, yes, she was the Vic Fontaine. Like, she offers wisdom, and they will just say within the Orville, like, do you think Dolly Parton would have been proud of us? And you're just like, yeah, probably. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, she seems nice, you know? So my Dolly Parton, and consistently nice Dolly Parton, was through that. And I was just like, Dolly Parton's cool, you know? She's like just like a wise lady who shows up to help aliens. That's neat. And also she sings songs, so that's fun.
Right.
You know?
Hey. And she dressed like a hillbilly drag queen, which I always liked.
Oh, yeah. You said it. I'm not with him.
She would have endorsed that.
No, she would have endorsed that before anybody.
Dude, Tom,
probably say that.
You know what?
Nobody made more jokes about Dolly Parton's appearance than Dolly Parton.
Hold on, Tom.
Half of her act was talking about her boobs.
Yeah, she entered a drag queen lookalike contest, a Dolly Parton lookalike contest, and came in second. And they didn't know it was her. She did her hair a little different and her makeup, did her makeup.
I love that.
And she came in second in the Dolly Parton lookalike contest. She did it just for the fun of it.
And she would say, she goes, I don't care if you're gay or straight or you dress up, you dress like a drag queen. I love you all. You love's love. She would be that kind of person.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't care.
Well, then she'd joke about her wigs and her makeup and everything too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm into the same stuff, you know.
And the funny thing is, like, since one of you broached it, I don't feel like it's inappropriate for me. Her tits. So like when I was growing up, again, teenager, everyone was like, Dolly Parton, you know about her, right? I'm like, oh, she sings songs, like, and she's got big breasts. And I'm like, brother, I've been on the internet since I was 9. Like, I am not registering anything less than like an F, you know, like as big. I'm like, So like, you know, I'm just like, she just seems like a nice lady. I don't know what the
well, she was the first to make jokes about her boobs too. I mean,
no, I dig it.
She beat everybody to the punch on it.
You'd have all these old timers who were like, she's got breasts, Tommy. I'm like, no, I see them. They're there. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And I'm not being woke about it. I'm just being like, I've seen some things.
You know,
like I don't.
You're like a Vietnam vet.
Yeah. There's no greater feeling than kill the enemy.
I didn't notice that Nara wasn't wearing pajamas, and you blasted me, Tom. But here you are, good guy, Tom.
Sorry.
Well,
we're trying to be pervs about cartoons like decent people.
Just a couple gooners, you know, on Peter Cullen Day.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this. We're gonna ramble about this forever. We lost.
You run him off, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, the worst thing we can have is no structure.
What do you think Peter Cullen thought of Dolly Parton's tits?
Dude, come on, you're killing me.
What? It was his era.
I mean, he was a dapper little gent. I'm assuming he wasn't dapper because he wasn't trying to meet anyone.
Yeah, I actually I did wiki just a little bit beforehand. He had 4 kids. He
got around.
He was a man.
He put his work in.
He ate steak.
You know he did an appearance on In Living Color.
Did he?
No.
Yeah, he played
as what? Homie the Clown's dad? What?
No, he played blonde, long-haired man.
Oh, that's my favorite character.
Right.
Like me and my friend Benny Rosario would be like, remember blonde, long-haired character? Like,
right.
Yeah.
I think that's the factoid to end.
You know what?
Yeah,
I think that's we bring up his highest acclaim.
The best part about that is the one clip I saw of the Sonny and Cher show where he had the same facial hair, wearing a long blonde wig in a little number they were doing. So there you go.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It all works out in the end. So everybody, thank you
play to your strengths.
Yeah, thank you for being here tonight. Rest in peace, Peter Cullen. You were a space daddy to all of us in some way. And I will wait for the ending clip where it says Optimus Prime will return in the next season, or however they did it. Or
just do a slow motion version of the In Living Color scene that he's in.
Optimus Prime will return in Avengers Doomsday, probably.
Yes.
Oh, it's all a work.
Optimus Prime will return in Avengers Doomsday. On that note, everyone, thanks very much for being
Peter
here.
Cullen is a crisis actor.
Tom, Jehu, Boo. Y'all take it easy. Have a great night. And thanks for being everybody. Stick around for the little memoriam I'm going to do at the end. So bye.
Bye.
See y'all.